Plateau State was once celebrated as the home of peace and tourism in Nigeria. The contrast is the case in recent times. Jos, the capital of Plateau State, which is the 12th largest state in Nigeria, is approximately at the center of the country. It is geographically unique due to its boundaries of elevated hills surrounding the Jos Plateau and the entire plateau itself. The state is named after the beautiful Jos Plateau, a sloping region in the north of the state, with charming rock formations and bare rocks dispersed across the grassland which covers the plateau. Jos lies between the predominantly Muslim north and the prevalently Christian south. It was known for its various job opportunities, driving individuals from around Nigeria to move to the city for employment. The influx of immigrants prompted tensions between the native ethnic groups and non-indigenous, often referred to as settlers. Since 2001, violence has constantly plagued Jos City, and the cause of the violence has been characterized as religious by many news sources, while others cite ethnic and economic differences. Religion, which has been cited as one of the factors fueling the crisis, has constantly reignited underlying tension over the years. The prevalently Christian Middle Belt, famous for its history of bitter struggle against attempts by the Muslim-dominated Far North to subjugate it, understands the citizenship malaise better than any other region. Reclaiming their rights as the indigenous people of Plateau State is the dominant narrative that runs through the Berom, Anaguta, and Afizere people, who have several times attempted politics of reverse discrimination against their perceived ancient oppressors. The first crisis in Jos was in 2001. It was a religious riot between Christians and Muslims over the appointment of a Muslim politician, Alhaji Mukhtar Mohammed, as the local coordinator of the Federal Poverty Alleviation Program.
Tell the whole world, the Hausa people wanted to kill Angorukuba. Angorukuba is only the place that they are looking to burn us. If I see him, I will kill him. He's my best enemy now in the world. I'm celebrating my Christmas and from nowhere I hear bomb. From nowhere. That is why now I am protecting myself to know my rights. That is why. That's the only thing I can say.
Even the Muslims, if the Muslims see us, they are going to kill us.
Who will fight? Who will fight? Who will fight? Who fight? We don't agree.
In June 2001, the federal government appointed a Hausa Muslim politician, Alhaji Mukhtar Mohammed, as the local coordinator of the Federal Poverty Alleviation Program. This made the indigent Christians protest his appointment. The protest led to tension which later escalated to violence on September 7, 2001, when a Christian woman attempted to cross a barricaded street outside a mosque during Friday prayers. It led to a conflict between her and a group of Muslims. The fight, which started on September 7, 2001, eventually spread to other parts of the city. This clash lasted for nearly 2 weeks and ended on September 17, 2001. Properties and even human beings were set on fire. Houses, shops, mosques, and churches were burnt and damaged. Burnt and tempered buildings were left along the roads after the conflict. Christian pioneers reported that Muslims spontaneously attacked Christians, destroyed and burnt down places of worship, including 3 churches of the Church of Christ in Nigeria, presently known as Church of Christ in Nations, Assemblies of God Church, and a Jos Apostolic Church. Military personnel were deployed to end the violence. According to local sources, the military's intervention and strict enforcement of curfew within the state curbed the conflicts. However, over 1,000 persons were reportedly killed during this riot and 50,000 civilians were displaced. There was relative peace in the state until 2008, when another riot broke out involving Christians and Muslims over the result of a local election in the city. 2 days of violent clash left hundreds injured and at least 761 dead. The Nigerian army was deployed, and by November 30, 2008, order was restored. In 2010, another riot broke out on January 17th and spread to surrounding communities. Houses, churches, mosques, and vehicles were set ablaze. The riot lasted for 4 days and over 326 people were killed. Also, in March 2010, hundreds of people died in a fresh clash as many Hausa Fulani were killed and dumped into wells. After these incidents, there were still news of violent attacks in villages in Plateau State, which were not publicized by the media. But in 2021, a fresh wave of violence seems to be blooming in the city of Jos. On May 24, 2021, there were reports that over 7 persons, including children, were killed by unknown gunmen in Dong Village, Jos South local government area of Plateau State. The spokesperson of the police in the state, Gabriel Uba, said, on Sunday 23rd of May 2021 at about 8 o'clock, the command received a distress call that yet-to-be-identified gunmen came out suddenly from a nearby bush, invaded Dong Village, Jos South local government area, and killed 7 persons. The persons responsible for the attack were said to have fled back into the bush before the arrival of the police team. On August 3, 2021, unknown gunmen attacked the Bassa and Riom local government areas of the state, killing over 17 people and burning 85 buildings. Also, on July 31, 2021, there were reported attacks in Jebu Miango, Bassa local government area, where 5 people were killed and 12 others killed on August 1st at Tambora in Riom local government area. According to the Commissioner of Police in Plateau, Edward Ebuka, there were attacks specifically at Jebu Miango on Saturday night, July 31st, in which 5 people were killed and about 85 buildings burned. The next morning, the attacks continued at Tambora in Riom local government area, where 12 people were killed and some houses destroyed. On the 14th of August 2021, it was reported that 22 persons were killed as armed persons attacked travelers in Gadabiu along Jos Zaria Road in Jos Plateau State. It was learned that the victims were followers of Dahiru Bauchi, a Kaduna-based Islamic cleric, and they were returning from Islamic New Year prayers organized by the cleric in Bauchi State. It was alleged that this act was a reprisal attack by Irigwe militia in Jos Plateau State over the killing of their family members by suspected Fulani herdsmen in their community. This incident, however, led to the governor of Plateau State, Simon Lalong, imposing a 24-hour curfew in Jos North, where the incident happened, and a 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. curfew in the state in general. Thousands have been killed, hundreds of thousands have been displaced internally, and millions of dollars worth of property have been destroyed in these attacks. Many believe that the Jos Crisis is as a result of the failure of the government to amend the constitution to reflect the promotion of nationalism over exclusive indigent status and ensure that residency rather than indigeneity determines citizens' rights. Also, it is believed that constitutional change is an important step to diffuse indigent settler rivalries that continue to undermine security.